Hundreds of supporters of the Jewish state from Norway, Germany, and Finland have just come together at a conference on how to fight back against B.D.S. Joining me now with more is attorney Nati Rom, the founder of Lev Haolam, which organized this conference and many others like it. Thank you for joining us. Shalom. So tell us about what was discussed here.
So we were speaking about Israel. We gave tools to people all over Europe to come to see with pictures and videos what is the real situation in Israel. And people see all the hypocrisy about Israel in the media and all over the world, and they want to act, they want to support Israel and to be active for Israel.
So who are the participants that you have here? I mean, they're obviously coming from across Europe, but how did you select these people, the demographic, you know?
So once in a month we travel in another place, and now we came to Germany, to Finland, to Norway. Every time it's a surprise. We were in Germany, we were in a place, it was the city hall, there were 500 people, full of flag, parliament members who came to visit and to listen. People want to know more. We hear a lot of people who are against Israel, a lot of B.D.S. And anti-Semitic organizations who are fighting against Israel. But here, the grassroots movements that we do in Lev Haolam, face-to-face meeting, and people want to help.
And these people that you meet and the people that are taking place in these events, are they Jewish or they're from? So
sometimes we speak to only a Jewish crowd, sometimes it's not Jewish, sometimes it's a mix. In Norway we spoke also with the Jewish crowd, and then we spoke in a hotel was booked, full booked, of people who came specially to this hotel to hear a seminar about Israel. It's very, very impressive. We have in Lev Haolam thousands of people all over the world who receive a package of products from Judea and Samaria. Wow. They heard about this boycott happening here in Israel, and they want to act, and they are supporting by receiving every month a box from Lev Haolam from pioneers in Judea and Samaria.
Now, how many of these conferences have you held? Because I understand this is not the first.
Right. I just came from a conference with people from Papua New Guinea who came to visit me in Samaria in my home only a few hours ago. As much that we hear a lot of the hypocrisy, all of resolutions in human rights, so-called human rights organizations who are fighting Israel. I just was today in court about also a guy from the B.D.S. that Israel doesn't want to give him a visa anymore, and a lot of left organizations are coming in to fight him. So as much of the lie against Israel it's going on, there are people who are standing up, supporters of Israel all over the world, in the States, in Europe, who are coming no more. We see it's a big lie. We see it's not about land or territory. You know, Iran doesn't want to kill us because we have any conflict with them in the borders.
How do you deal with issues like the settlements, as an example, in the West Bank?
So we don't call it the West Bank, we call it Judea and Samaria, is the biblical name of it. And we deal very straight. This is our homeland. It was here for thousands of years. We don't speak politics. We speak the truth about our history, about our rights here by the Bible, by the history books. And the justice, the only democratic state, the only Jewish state here, we want to live in peace. And all over the world, people are coming here to fight us.
So I guess the narrative that you're sharing here is then that this is not disputed territory, or because obviously it is disputed territory.
When people speak about human rights violation, for example, we speak about human rights of the Jewish people. We speak about my children go to school in bulletproof buses. When you go in Judea and Samaria and you see that the Arabs are living without any fear in their heart, as normal life should be, but our children go to school with bulletproof cars. When they hear the stories about all the terror attacks who happen to us, when they see that we are arrested, I represent people who are arrested in the Temple Mount only because they are praying in the most holy place in Jerusalem. A Jew who pray in Jerusalem will be arrested only because he said Shema Israel.
Is there any discussion of peace and kind of what your hope and your organization's hope is for the future of peace?
We hope and pray for peace 3 times a day, and peace will come, as Golda Meir said, peace will come when the Arabs will love the children more than hate us. Peace will not come. You can see now, we gave Gaza back. We gave them Gaza. Now it's a place for terrorists who shoot us missiles on Tel Aviv and Ashkelon. So this is not the solution. The simple solution is them to stop to teach the children to hate and to kill us. Money of Europe needs to stop to go to terrorists who kill us and sitting in the jail against every international law. But they need to use this money to bring a real peace.
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting to see what kind of impact these conferences have on the people that you speak with. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.